Hey everybody, how is it going today? Well, in this video, I'm going to do a quick update on Tesoro Enterprises, ticker symbol TSNP. Plus, I want to go over a couple of positions that we recently opened, and I also have a couple other nice looking charts that could be some potentially very nice looking trades setting up. Now, if you're new to my channel, I like to find short-term and long-term trading and investing opportunities in typically lower-priced stocks. I like to find undervalued stocks with high growth potential and talk about all other things finance-related as well. If that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing so you don't miss any future trading or investing ideas. But please remember, I am not a financial advisor, so please do all of your own research before investing in any of these stocks. All right, everybody, I'm going to get it right into it. This is the current daily chart of Tesoro Enterprises, ticker symbol TSNP. Now, this is an intraday chart, so the price is going to fluctuate around just a little bit. But in earlier action today, it had a sharp move down where it broke below the 21-day exponential moving average, or that purple line on the chart, but it has since reversed, and now it is above not only the purple line, but also the white line, which is the 8-period exponential moving average. I figured there was going to be a pullback in the last couple of days, and we did have a real nasty one yesterday. But today's price action looks very bullish. If it can hold above these moving averages and start to move sideways to up, I think we have a very good chance of the moving averages catching up and giving it a nice slingshot move up. So if today's price action can hold, this is going to be a very bullish sign for Tesoro Enterprises. I know a lot of you out there are holding this stock for the long term, so you're not really interested in the day-to-day movements of Tesoro Enterprises. But if you are trading these stocks, or if you are trading Tesoro Enterprises, then these moving averages are very important for the short-term trend direction, so you definitely want to be keeping an eye on those. But let's get to the intraday chart. Now, as we can see on this intraday chart, this is just a minute chart, but it had this huge move down on big volume, but then you had this big reversal candle on even greater volume, and since then it consolidated at the higher levels, and it is starting to trend up, which is a very bullish sign. If it can actually close positive for the day and stay above those moving averages, this is going to be a very bullish sign for the short-term trend of Tesoro Enterprises. Okay, well, right now I'm going to go over some of our current trades and some of these stocks that are on our watch list. If you guys want to be a part of the Patreon and know what we are doing in real time, there is a link down there in the description. But we actually took a position in Gaslight Health yesterday at around $1.50 a share. Today it is actually pulling back. But if we look at the stock chart, we can see that this is a very bullish looking rounding bottom, and the lows are starting to rise up. So this stock has a very good chance of breaking out to the upside and continuing with an uptrend. If we draw support on it, we can see that it broke above support yesterday. And if we zoom in a little bit, we can see that it had that nice looking triangle consolidation that it broke out of. So as long as it can hold above this consolidation, this is a very good sign. I placed a stop just under $1.20 a share. It's actually just above this 50-period simple moving average. So I might have to raise that up just a little bit. But if it does get down to that level, I will probably just exit out of it because it'll be a false breakout. But if I back out of the chart, I am looking for this stock to close this gap. So my stop loss is under $1.20, and my profit target is about $2.69. So it's a very nice profit to loss ratio. But this is a very, very nice looking rounded bottom breakout at the moment, provided it can hold above this support area that it just broke through, which was resistance before it broke through it. But as long as it can hold above this area, I would like to see it catch some support at this line and then start to move up again. I think that would be a very good sign. If it does break below, especially this trend line right here, that is going to be a bear sign. Then I'm just probably going to have to cut my losses short and move on to the next opportunity. All right, everybody, the next one I want to go over is XPEV Incorporated, ticker symbol XPEV. I did a video about this one last week, about this chart and what I was looking at, but if you want to see that, I will link that up above. But I took a position yesterday at $40.36, right at the 50-period simple moving average, or this blue line on the chart. I expected it to find more support at that area. It had just a brief bounce, and then it sliced right through it. But today it is having a bullish reversal, which is a good sign. I mean, a lot of times a stock will blast through that support or resistance area only to reverse the next day. So just because a stock goes through that resistance area or that support area, don't give up on it just yet, because it could get right back above it or below it, depending on which side of it you're trading the next day. So, and a lot of times, that's not a bad area to double down once it blasts through it. But of course, that is very risky, because if it blasts through that support area, then that support area is not valid. So you kind of have to wait a little bit if you want to double down in a position like that. But with today's price action, it's looking very bullish, having a nice bullish reversal candle. And if it can close above the 50-period simple moving average, that is going to be a very good sign. I put my stop just below this support area at $36. So my stop loss is right around $36 a share, and my profit target is right around $57 a share. So this is a very nice profit to loss ratio. I was only risking about 10%, and the way it was moving around yesterday, I was thinking it was going to stop me out in one day, but thankfully it is having a nice looking reversal so far. And this is an intraday chart, so if this could easily turn right back around and go down and not have enough strength to get above that 50-period simple moving average. But if it can close above this blue line today, that is going to be a very bullish sign for this reversal. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on. All right, the first trading opportunity I want to show you guys, or at least the first nice looking chart anyway, is Safe Bulkers Incorporated, ticker symbol SB. If we look at the chart, we can see that it found support at about 85 cents the last 3 times it touched it, and it has started to carve out a bottom, and it's heading higher. It is above all these major moving averages now, and they are all starting to bend up. So that is a very good sign for the short-term trend of this stock starting to turn around. It has sort of a rounding bottom, but if we zoom in just a little bit, we can see this is a nice looking triangle consolidation that has recently broken out of. Now it remains to be seen if it can hold above it. But one of the reasons why I haven't taken a position just yet is there is this pretty thick resistance area that it's hanging out in right now. It's probably one of the reasons it hasn't caught enough traction to blast through it. So I am watching it closely, but it could easily blast through this entire area in one day. And I think if it can get above 140 and hold it, it has a very good chance of getting all the way up to around $2 a share or more. But if it breaks through this trend line, then obviously the pattern is going to be negated, and then you move on to the next opportunity. But I just wanted to show you Safe Bulkers because this is a very nice looking chart at the moment. All right, well, the next nice looking chart I want to show you guys is of R.R. Donnelley & Sons Company, ticker symbol RRD. Now, this one has been just moving sideways since the pandemic lows, but now it has moved above this 200-period simple moving average, or this yellow line on the chart, and it is starting a new uptrend. When the stock gets above that 200-period simple moving average and pulls back to it, finds support, and starts to move higher, that is a very bullish sign. And as we can see, all of the moving averages are starting to bend higher. And if I zoom in just a little bit, we can see that it had made a nice mini triangle consolidation pattern at the very highs of this recent move. So that is a very bullish sign. It came down, it touched support today, and it moved back up. So it is consolidating at the high of yesterday's move. So this is a very bullish looking sign for the long-term trend of this stock. This one looks like it is a very easy one to trade on a stop loss basis, because obviously if it breaks below this tight consolidation that is already very close to support, you know that it's probably not going to be moving higher, and you can take your loss very small. And if I back out the chart a little bit, we can see that it could certainly move all the way up to over $3 a share quite easily. So this is a very nice looking pattern from a risk-reward perspective. but I haven't bought any of this one just yet, but it is a very nice looking pattern. All right, the last one I want to show you is probably, in my opinion, the nicest looking chart pattern of the stocks that I am not currently in at the moment. This one is in the coal sector, and this is Hallador Energy Company, ticker symbol HNRG. As we can see, this is making a very nice rounding bottom. It has recently just gotten above this 200 period simple moving average, and all of the moving averages are starting to bend higher. So that is telling you that the trend is starting to change to the upside. And of course, the trend is your friend, so you want to be in those stocks that are moving forward. We can see that it has broken out of this triangle consolidation pattern. If you're new to my channel, I love these triangle consolidation patterns, mainly because the risk reward is easily identifiable, or at least more easily identifiable than most patterns. If the price breaks below this trend line, then you know that this pattern is negated and it's time to move on to the next opportunity. If you believe in the long-term prospects of a company, you're not worried about these chart patterns. But if you're looking to trade in the short term and constantly have price appreciation going on in your account, then of course you want to be in as many uptrends as you can. And once the uptrend is not there, you don't take it personally. You just take your loss and get out of it, because you don't make any money unless the price goes higher than where you bought it from. So you only want to be participating in stocks that are going up if you can. You don't want to be holding them if they are going sideways or down. But this one is a very nice looking pattern. It has broken above this saucer pattern, this rounded bottom pattern, at least for the moment. Of course, if it holds it, that is a better sign. But if it can hold above this support area and start to move higher, I think this stock has a very good chance of moving well above $2 a share in the near term. But this is one I am keeping a super close eye on, and I just wanted to make sure to show this to you guys so you could put it on your watch list as well. All right, everybody, that is all I have for you today, so I'm going to end the video right there. If you have any questions or comments on any of these stocks, please leave them down there in the comments section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss any future trading or investing ideas. Thank you so much for watching my video all the way to the end, and until next time, take care, everybody.